Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Here's Austin. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Right at the 30.
First and 10, here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 2nd and very short, Pickett. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
The Steelers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
On 2nd and 9. Pickett. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson, rolling to his left. That is caught by Mims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Ball again on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
Ball again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that's going to push him back half the distance. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
On the return, Johnson. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wilson looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Austin. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Pickett. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He'll get it inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
In what many term as a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They consider him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty of gunslinger in him as well. You give him an inch of space to make a throw, he's going to try and make it into a mile.
Pickett sets up play action.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On second down, a run to Hall.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Pickett.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pickett now on first down. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Kenny Pickett,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Carter straight ahead.
Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 3 yards out. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Steps away to his left. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now Pickett.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
That's a nice play on Carl Lawson's first true season as a Jet, because he missed all of last year with a torn Achilles after signing a big deal with New York in 2021. He's trying to get back to the form he had in Cincinnati, where he had 20 sacks.
Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Pickett back to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Off play action, Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Fryermuth.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, right back to Hall. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hall again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Elliott drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Uzama. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Completion here to Claypool. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had?